Namaste and welcome to class, and thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention in this still winter last days in Canada. And today's class I want to talk about the trance of hormones, because our alchemy and our chemistry is very much defined in our hormones. And our hormones are so extremely sensitive to the responses of your belief system, your thoughts. Secondly, is very responsive to the environment, but not the environment only on the weather or where you are, but the environment that is in the interaction with others. Do you know that when you are close to this someone that you like and you love, you create a complete different recipients in your body? Your chemistry change to the point where you can create attraction or create repulsion. And that is something that it happens automatically in our biology. However, it determines so much about how we perceive what we are attracted to do, with who we want to be, and to how we feel. So balancing the hormones is extremely important through our food, through our meditation, through our contact. Is so important right now to select the people and the encounters and the conversations that you are preferring to animate and therefore produce certain flash of hormones in you. Now, hormones can work for you or can go against you, depending of how you are going to relate to them, or what is the intention that you have. I have seen, for example, marriages that are almost at the end of their contract. It means I have learned what I need to learn from you, or I am changing my frequency, or my contract is not valid anymore. And for whatever reason, the soul knows that everything is going to finish. Naturally inside, they have this response of creating a trance through hormonal engagement. So in that, you see somebody that, maybe this other person is going to serve me as a catalyst for me to go out of the old marriage and produce some kind of excitement, new excitement. And you go in there and you see that person is, oh my God, he or she is so amazing, is what I want, how I have been missing that. And you have create a complete perception of that person that maybe have nothing to do with the reality of what that person is and what is the universe that that person holds or live in it. But it was necessary as a catalyst for to get out of the marriage, right? And you can enter in these trances in any situations. Let's say not only in relationships, but all this new work, all this new possibility, all this new future. Oh yes, this future is going to be better in this other place or with this other person. And you construct a fantasy coming out of that hormones that, if you are not very lucid, what is trying to tell you is that change need to be in place and that you need to be responsible for a change in the selection of your new frequency, right? So right now there are so many things finishing. but there are so many exciting things to be born. And in that, we need to be so absolutely centered and see how you are managing your hormones through your thinking process, through communication process, and through the relation process. Because that is what is going to define the biology that is stable. Otherwise, new things are going to born. It's, oh, this excites me so much. And then after a week, no, I don't really want to do that anymore. Why? Because you're not able to sustain the true hormone of happiness, expansion, divine peace, divine interaction. You are just sustaining the biology of the hormones that are not really, they're changing, and that can trick you. Right? So it is super important that we get stable in that front. Now, hormones is not the whole story, because you are also a ball of not only chemist, but sound and light, right? So the hormones is almost the more tangible part of the light. And from that, from light, then we become resonant. So all this is very subtle, but it's all changing and it's all reorganizing in itself. It's all directing. Say, where is the frequency that you are preferring to animate? What is it that you're training yourself right now? Remember, every thought and every action that you are choosing to do, you are training yourself to something. If you are choosing to be a victim, you're training yourself to be a victim. If you speak like a victim, you're training yourself to be like a victim. If you are taking responsibility, you're training yourself to be in response to who you truly are. So is our biology, is our thoughts, is our emotions, is our resonance. Everything have to be like a package, right? It's not things that are isolated with itself. Everything is eloquently, simultaneously happening within you. Because you are that light, because you are that biology, because you are responding, and you are a responding. That's something that we cannot click, is that you are responding constantly. Your biology is responding, but we think that we need to respond to an invent image, to something that is better, to something that is in the future, and we avoid the beautiful now that is where you are, that is where your potential can be, that is where your happiness is, and that's where you can develop yourself. So let's select a little bit about what kind of contact. That will be your homework. What is the relationships that you are preferring, and change them with flow. You may not want to see all friends as before, because simply we're changing the frequency, and that is helping you define and training yourself to be in a complete different space, in different time, in different ways that you are perceiving yourself. I thank you very much for sitting with me, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.